Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody. Of course, hope you all have had a fantastic Monday. We're back here live with you. We're ready for another great Monday Night Raw.
Then, now, forever. Forever. Together.
Um, oh.
Monday Night Raw is wasting
Bobby,
no
you are
time.
absolutely welcome.
Drew McIntyre
Hope you have a
has arrived
fantastic
to the
holiday
arena,
yourself.
continuously
Robert,
showing us the
Steve,
dark side
Kevin,
like we've never
welcome.
seen before. Just 9 days removed from his victory over Sami Zayn at Saturday night's main event, but it's his constant attacks, his threatening warnings, his precise targeting since returning with such a severe nastiness. Now the question becomes, what exactly is stirring in the head of the Scottish Warrior?
Of course, tonight is a spoiler-free Monday Night Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Drew McIntyre!
And that strut of Drew. And Wade, let's remind people what happened with Drew McIntyre last week right here on Raw.
You versus CM Punk, and you're gonna...
He was clearly attempting to attack Seth Rollins when Sami Zayn intercepted.
Oh, he was most definitely going
And
for
then
Seth.
just 3 nights
Oh,
ago,
for Seth,
on
sorry.
Friday Night SmackDown with Solo Sikoa.
White Wolf said
You're
last
the
day of work
one
before the holidays,
that
getting
cost me
Wednesday,
the
Friday
WWE
next.
title, but you're the one that stood up to Roman Reigns. You Solo do one thing for me and for everybody else. You take out Roman Reigns for good.
So Drew comes to an understanding with Solo, but then found Jimmy Uso, who's been out injured since Survivor Series War Games, beating him down with his crutches.
I mean,
Damn
any
toe,
face
boy.
in the Raw or SmackDown locker room, McIntyre is probably enraged with whoever you pick for some perceived slight, historical or otherwise. It's just a question of whose turn is it this week? Well, we might be about to find out.
After Hell in the Cell, I have
Yeah, only
never
2 more weeks. I'm
been
glad.
so beat up in my entire life. 16 staples in my head. My back almost broken from landing on the steel steps. And I went home to Scotland. The reason I went home, and I haven't really talked about it publicly, is because a very close family member passed away.
No, you ain't missed
Some
nothing,
people are
Mark.
probably feeling sympathy right now. Maybe some of the guys in the locker room are saying to each other, I didn't know. Maybe if you cared enough, you would have asked. Over these past 2 months, guess how many people phoned me to check not how I was doing mentally, how I was doing physically after all that violence at Hell in the Cell. One person. These past 17 years, I've been led to believe we're all a big, happy family in the back. We're brothers and sisters. We travel the world together. We spend more time with each other than we do with our actual families. But it's all BS. My brother John in Scotland wouldn't stab me in the back to take my spot, but people like Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy 100% would.
Here we go.
You just proved my point. After watching the horrible things that Jay and his family did to people like me, he says, I'm a changed man. He does a little cute hand sign. He says a stupid made-up world, and you just forget about it and you move on. That's the other thing I realize. I have given and given and given all this time.
You
turned on me for someone that had been gone for years that told you to go screw yourself, and I kept fighting for you. I believe deep down you believed in me, so I believed in you, and I bled out at Hell in the Cell. When I was gone, you instantly forgot about me. So from now on, I will give no more for anybody. Drew McIntyre is going to take, and I will continue to tell the truth. The truth is the real villains in WWE are Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
So not Jimmy, not
and
Jay.
If you choose to prop them up, I mentioned their names already. Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, for instance. The things Roman did to you, he comes back, he took a vacation, they cheer for him, he snaps his fingers, you're right back by his side. It is pathetic. I suggest everybody that ever wronged Drew McIntyre sleeps with one eye open, because I am coming for you.
Yo! Start with Sammy, by God.
Sami Zayn o'clock, aka the worst possible timing. Don't forget, these two got into a Pier 6 brawl
Sammy
last week
Uso.
at Raw.
No, Drew, I mean, as much as Drew can piss you off, we got honest Drew tonight.
Drew, you're angry. You don't have to believe me. You could think everybody's got their ulterior motives, and that's fine. But I'm telling you, me personally, man to man,
Just like KO,
I didn't
yeah.
know what happened to you while you were in Scotland. I thought, like everybody else, you were recovering from one of the most vicious Hell in a Cell matches of all time.
It was a hell of a match.
I know that's what I thought. I know that's what all the guys and the girls in the back thought. I know that's what all the fans thought. Okay? So whether you want to believe that or not, that's up to you, okay? But I'm going to level with you here for a sec.
Them Hogan back on.
You talk about your 17 years, 22 years in the game, all right? Everything that you talked about, I've went through it. You want to talk about loss? I've had loss. Trust me, I've had loss that I've had to put on the side and go to work the same week. The sacrifices you're talking about, the birthday parties, the weddings, the funerals that you should have been at, but you weren't. I done them all. I missed them all. I put unnecessary stress on my wife, on my kid. I do that too. You know why? Because this is the life that you and I chose. We are WWE superstars.
And Sammy's got a good point.
And we are lucky to be WWE superstars. And you think this is just your story or my story? You know who else has stories like this? Every single person sitting in these stands. Every single person watching at home, the kids who struggle at school, the people who struggle at work, they struggle economically, physically, they have their losses, they have their sacrifices, but they still get up every day and do what they've got to do to soldier on and get through the day without pointing the finger at everybody else.
Neither one of them wrong.
Turn around and you want to actually point the finger at them and say they forgot about you? Brother, they didn't forget about you. They made you. And you still think the world revolves around you because once upon a time when you were a kid, someone told you that you were the chosen one. But I got news for you, Drew. Just because you're mad doesn't make you special. And now you want to think that everybody else, what everybody else does is somehow tied to you? Guess what? What Jimmy Uso does has nothing to do with you. What Jey Uso does has nothing to do with you. What Sammy Uso does has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it's Truth Bomb City tonight.
If you want to still walk around angry all the time, point the finger at them, at me, at Jimmy, at Jay, at Punk, at Roman. You want to still be mad about the bloodline after all this time? Fine, no one's stopping you. You still have a problem with the bloodline. I have no problem being your problem right now and facing you in this ring right now.
Not gonna lie, that's
You want to know the truth? It isn't just anger. My anger comes from a place of pain, and I don't doubt everything you just said is your truth. And there was so much passion in it, but it's not the full truth. You have a way of spinning things.
Kevin Owens
You
is
can
watching
fly
for
back
sure.
home every week to your family and be with them. I'm across the world. The people of Boston are never going to leave Boston. They're with their family 24/7. I don't have that luxury. So I'm going to remain calm. I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you the truth. Why do you want this fight? You know the result. We have wrestled time and time and time again, and you have never beaten Drew McIntyre. So I suggest, because I've heard you're not 100% healthy tonight, and I saw your wife and kid in the back, I suggest you walk back there, you take their hand, and you leave this arena. Because of everyone in the bloodline, you're the least of my worries.
Well, you're definitely right about a couple things. When it comes to wins and losses, you've got my number. You're right about that. And I'm not 100%. Haven't been 100% for a couple weeks since Saturday night's main event. You're right about that too. And you're right that the smart thing to do would be to go home and just celebrate and try to get healthy over the holidays.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen either.
But I would just so much rather do this.
Here we go. That's a swinging, by God.
But Sami Zayn is a proud man.
Who's done? Nope.
And refuses to back
God, what
down
a damn
to
headbutt.
a challenge, and Sami Zayn, this is what you get.
Claymore, get ready.
And Drew landed that massive.
And problem number 2, Drew, by God.
Wait a minute. Jey Uso, he was attacked backstage back on December 2nd. This is the first we've seen of him.
Yeah, attacked by, as it turned out, Drew McIntyre. Here's a little payback for you.
Sammy and Jey.
There's the old Yeet Uso back, by
A
God.
little happy holiday yeet.
Yes, that is old Jey Yeet Uso.
As he said, anybody who has associated or supported Punk and Roman is in his sights. Let's turn our attention for a moment, Wade, to the women's division. The Intercontinental Championship tournament ongoing, and Pure Fusion Collective Zoe Stark has advanced. But it was what PFC did later.
Yeah, they took out
Kairi
Kairi Sane.
That concerns everybody.
Yeah, let's take a look back at that. So this was last week on Raw. PFC did what PFC do, launched a savage attack, this time on Damage Control's Kairi Sane, who has been rendered physically unable to perform.
Am I good? Sonya Deville,
Adam Pierce.
what can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I just know how stressful your job can be because I once had it. So I'm here to make it easier.
Really?
Yeah. Kairi Sane is medically uncleared, and there's an opening now in the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament. And I want it. Now.
Really? You know,
Makes
Sonya,
sense.
that is a terrible idea. Awful, actually.
Oh.
You guys caused this scenario more with Kyrie, so I should just reward you and put you in the tournament? Are you out of your damn minds? Zip it for a second.
I've already filled the vacancy that you all caused with Io Sky. Happy holidays.
Pierce.
Happy holidays.
You're gonna reward her. She just lost a match.
What a great addition to an
Okay.
already deep and talented
Unfortunately,
pool of
this is
competitors
Io,
for this IC tournament.
Natalia. I can't remember the third in this one.
Is a first-round triple threat match.
I ain't gonna lie,
in the
I
Women's
really want Natalia to win this one.
Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Introducing first, representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky.
The genius of the sky. Just over a week ago, she was so close to claiming the WWE Women's World Championship on Saturday night's main event. Now a new chance for singles glory. The final
Alba
spot
Fire.
to make the final four of the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, the tournament. It continues next.
All right, Steve. So earlier, you did ask who I thought was Wrestler of the Year, correct? Is that the question? I hope she doesn't have another trash can blind leap. Nah, the ring ain't that tall tonight. Who are your WWE performers of the year? Okay, Steve, that is a very loaded question. And I say loaded because are we talking Monday Night Raw? Are we talking NXT? Are we talking SmackDown? Are we talking men and women's inside WWE? Do you want one from each brand or do you want one in general? Because I want to make sure I'm answering it honestly. Honestly, a blind like Io hits a lot of good crazy spots. White Wolf. Really, when it comes to that question, it's just there's so much that you gotta consider. Yes, in WWE this year. Okay, so all around, for the female side of this question, Steve, I'm gonna give you Tiffany Stratton. From her climb through NXT, to her call up, her first PLE was Elimination Chamber. Everything she done in Money in the Bank and what she's done to continue to build who she is in the women's division, I would say performer of the year would probably be Tiffany Stratton. Men's, I mean, a lot of people will probably say Cody, because of the story he done, but that's not me. For me, I'm gonna say Gunther. To be honest, I'm gonna say Gunther on that one. That's my two. Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, he dropped it at WrestleMania to Sammy, but it was one hell of a match. Great storytelling on both sides. And he's had a very impressive, I would say, world title run, but he continues to improve, if that makes sense. Jacob Fatu has had a great year all over the world wrestling. Yes, I will say that Jacob Fatu could more than likely be 2025 Wrestler of the Year, in my opinion. Hey, listen, Long Beach, welcome. See, this is the thing. I enjoy being able to have open discussion with my community about these type of things.
Edition of Monday Night Raw.
All right, here we
brought
go.
to you by Monopoly Go, where money talks and friendship pays.
Io Sky in the ring now, a late replacement for the aforementioned.
We get the semifinals, and then the debut of Netflix. We get the finals.
Ready to progress. They have got history together, won the Dusty Cup as a tag team back in their NXT days, but now the veteran who's done it all heads to the ring.
One of the greatest to ever do it.
This is my pick to win.
Alberta, Canada, Natalia.
This means the world to Natty to get after the Intercontinental Championship. 3 of her family members earned that belt, and just look at how much it means to her, the look that she's giving it as it stands to the side here to see if she can round out the final 4. First round action here, triple threat. She posted on Instagram last night, life has a funny way of giving grateful people even more things to be grateful for. And will that come in the form of a newly created women's IC title for Natalia?
Looking to join Owen, Brett, and Davey Boy as one of the Calgary contingent's recipients of the Intercontinental Championship. That thing means the world to Natalia, who is more motivated than ever to bring back the gold.
Go, Io. Listen, Io.
Attack right away, and Natty took care of
Io has a
great
year as well.
In terms of the messaging from Natalia that we were.
But like I said, Natalia's the veteran. I think it would mean a lot to her as well.
My turn.
Yeah, undoubtedly, Natalia has been awaiting a long time for a big opportunity like this. Crucial. She does not let it
I mean, she's been there forever, ain't she?
But that is a game-changing moment for
Oh, good gosh.
Io Sky,
Damn.
explosive.
I mean, jumped all the way through. So, AEW best this year. That is a tough one. The total package, no pun intended. For the men's, for me, I'd say Swerve or Brian. Women's, I'd say Tony or Mariah. 2008, Natalia started. Yeah, that sounds about right. So she's almost been there for 20 years. So I am probably going to say for AEW, I'm going to say Swerve. Swerve and Hangman, they've had some matches. Yeah, Swerve would be the men's. Women's. I mean, there's a ton of options. But you got to think. With Mariah May and maybe Willow. Another Willow Nightingale. I know that might be a wild one, but Willow Nightingale has had a hell of a year.
Threat, the Intercontinental Championship Tournament first round. Zoe Stark, Dakota Kai, Lyra Valkyria have all advanced. The winner of this match will face Lyra to round out the final four as Io Sky looks to take control
drop kick
against
from
Alba
Io.
Fire Wade.
Yeah, all three women have had their opportunities to win this thing. Really is going to be a blink.
No, she went and done a lot of work in CMLL. And she's the one representing AEW at Dynasty as well.
Bitter disappointment at not defeating Liv Morgan at Saturday night's main event a couple of weeks ago. And of course, seeing her own tag partner, Kairi Sane, taken out.
Io Sky showcasing her incredible skill. Oh, and now Fire, an opportunity here.
Planet DDT. Good gosh, Planet
taking part in her first triple threat match of her WWE
suplex Io right onto Natalia.
Killing two birds with one stone. Smart strategy there from Alba Fire.
Gonna pin both of them here.
Fire looking to go up top.
Former WWE Women's Tag Champ, former NXT UK Women's Champ. Time to add some more gold to that resume, perhaps.
Ooh, Swanton got both of them.
Nice
Yeah, I think
swanton
she
off
was
the
the
top.
champ over there at one point,
And
wasn't
she
she?
chooses to cover Io, who kicks out at a 2 count. And Natty able to continue on.
Nice reversal, immediately back into a terrifying hold
He
here.
is
Looking for a submission to advance here in this first round. Trying to see who will close out the final four participants to battle for the Intercontinental Women's
Natalia.
Championship.
The only one she doesn't have, remember, she lost
So well in the dungeon, knows
to, I
every
can't remember who it
hold and
was, but
reversal
she
like the back of
got
her
beat
hand.
the fastest in
Look at
WWE
this.
history or something like
She's
that.
gonna double it up, Wade.
Two for the price of one.
Oh yeah,
How do
double
you possibly
sharpshooter.
even execute this? Sharpshooter times 2.
You execute it excellently.
Oh, here we
That is
go.
what Natalia has been
Turn.
doing her whole career.
There it is.
To her training in the dungeon.
Could it be a double submission for Natty?
Boy, I do it right there. That's one way you get the win. A double sharpshooter. Well,
And
she's
now,
sitting down too.
Alba Fire and Io Sky trying to get to the rope
There's
to break.
no rope breaks in a triple threat match.
No,
That leverage
they have to
has
crawl
allowed
out of the
both
ring.
women to maneuver their way out of that hole.
They
But
did it.
Is the damage done?
Oh, the damage is
They found
definitely
leverage to
done.
get out of the double up multiplier sharpshooter by Natalia.
Well, Io Sky is a sitting duck here,
Oh,
or is she?
gosh.
Never write off the durability of the multiple-time champ Io Sky.
Ooh.
To the floor. Big kick from the apron.
Kick from
Natalia,
Io.
anything that moves.
Springboard
Io Sky.
moonsault.
Oh, moonsault out onto the floor. Springboarding off the ropes.
Kind of moonsault that can win this match, but with both women out on the floor,
Never count Io
where
out, I'm
pinfalls
telling
cannot
you.
take place. Gets Natalia in the ring. Is the job done for Io Sky?
Natalia has said this means the world to her, but right now she has to
Give him
survive
a
the
trash
aggression from
can.
Sky as Fire comes in to break up that opportunity of offense.
A little stumble.
Yeah,
on
that's
top
the only
rope
one
there.
she hasn't
Rare
had the
mistake
Raw one.
from Io Sky that has allowed Alba Fire to go and attempt that German suplex.
But instead it's Natty able to counter it.
Io Sky desperately hanging onto the top
Boy.
rope here. Wait a second.
Here it is!
Moonsault.
Over the moonsault! For
One,
the win!
two,
To
three.
advance.
He hit it Natty with the moonsault
Your winner,
and got the pin.
Io Sky.
Well, the shock participant in this matchup, the woman who was only here due to the injury caused by PFC to her tag partner, Kairi Sane, breaks the hearts of the Natalia fans.
WWE newly minted Women's Intercontinental Championship and the tournament to decide.
So I wonder
it. And
if
Wade,
Natalia
we
will
have
ever
a
get the
final
chance to
The
win that.
semis are set. Dakota Kai
Hey,
meets
man,
Zoe
welcome.
Stark. And now Lyra
How was your
Valkyria
Monday?
rounds off against Io Sky in her semi-final. 4 women left in the tournament. Who will be the inaugural Women's WWE Intercontinental Champ?
You saw the moment of regret from Natty, and now you see the prize possession that Io Sky
Luca-
is
oh.
looking for.
Oh,
You know, it's funny
what's
how
up,
things can
Luca? How
work
are you
out
doing?
boomerang back with results. Twice Finn Balor cost Damian Priest the World Heavyweight Championship, and then wait, last week it was Finn who lost his tag team title because of a familiar former friend.
Yeah, this was Finn Balor attempting to use a chair.
Hey,
in
listen,
the match.
remember,
The
you
referee's
listen to
back
Finn,
was
you win.
distracted. Tug of war against who? None other than the Punisher, Damian Priest, the arch nemesis of Finn Balor, and that was all it took for the War Raiders to take control, connect with War Machine, and we
One,
had new
two.
World Tag Team Champions.
Oh, it was a good day.
much to
It was
the
a good day to
delight
have
of
new
the
tag
hometown
champs.
audience of Ivar in Boston.
JD, I can't believe this. This was supposed to be a happy Christmas. I was supposed to have 2 titles, and now I have none. None.
Hey, Raquel, can you please tell Finn that the reason why I asked him to stay away from Damian Priest is because I knew this was going to happen?
Finn, Liv says that
Hey, JD, do you mind telling Liv that
Oh,
she's got her own
sweet
problems to worry
God.
about, like Rhea Ripley, and to stay off my back?
Liv.
Hey, Raquel, can you please tell Finn that the reason why I'm on his back is because he lost the tag team titles?
Finn, Liv says that.
Hey, JD, do you mind telling Liv
Good
that Christmas
God.
is
Hey,
already...
Guys, come on. It is Christmas, all right? You guys aren't even talking to each other. I'm gonna go talk to Adam Pearce and get a match with Damian Priest. I'm gonna step up for the fam, all right?
What, you think you're better than me?
No, it's not even like that, all right? I have a plan. So I'm gonna go talk to Adam Pearce, and I'll fill you guys in later, all right?
Just 1 week of no drama. It's Christmas.
WWE
Oh,
Universe,
God.
will you succumb to the darkness? Here's a special look at Nosferatu, only in theater this Wednesday.
I really can't wait for the Judgment Day to split at this point. It's real. It's there. It's gonna happen. at least this Raw hasn't been a flop like SmackDown. So far, it has not been a flop. You're right. That was my thing. Like, I was really wondering, are we gonna see the same type of Monday Night Raw that we seen this past Friday? Friday had its high points. Don't get me wrong, but there were so many spots Friday. It seemed like it drug by. I hate to say that. Steve, what do you think about them only doing Collision live? So you're gonna have AEW Dynamite and then Collision. But of course, while everyone is here with us this evening, I hope y'all have a fantastic holidays. We actually will be here Wednesday night, Christmas night, for AEW Dynamite. So if you're able to make it and hang out with us, you're more than welcome to hang out with us. I also want to say thank you to everyone that does come by every single day. And of course, I know y'all truly enjoy hanging out with us. So that's why y'all here, and it does mean a lot to us. Of course, as always, hit that like, share it with your wrestling friends as well. And if you are new, make sure you got all notifications turned on. Hit that subscribe. Dynamite isn't live anymore. Next SmackDown goes 3 hours. We're going to see more flops. Yeah, it does go 3 hours. Dynamite, I know this coming week is recorded, but it should be. I had planned on it, but we have looked at our schedule, and we are actually going. I'm going to be free Wednesday night. But I don't think all Dynamites are going to be taped. Yet again, they might be, but I don't. Nope. From what I understand, Wednesday will be live and Saturday. That's why they got rid of Rampage. Could be wrong though. I think that's what they are doing.
No call. You gotta let me know you're coming back. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy you're cleared.
Man, thanks, Lewis.
Man, no, thank you. Thanks for having my back. No, not just tonight. Every night, man. Thank you. It means a lot to me.
Appreciate it, Lewis, man. I had to come get payback on Drew for dropping me 3 weeks ago, brother.
Yeah.
I'm about to handle my business tonight, Sammy.
Hang on.
I got to get him.
I was really hoping I could handle Drew tonight. I went out there. I talked a big game. I got to back it up.
My brother, you're not even 100% tonight.
No, I realize that.
Just let me go out there and handle Drew for you.
I started something. You got to let me finish it.
All right, man. Then I got next.
All right.
I got next.
How are you?
Deal. My dog. Yeah. Man, good luck tonight, man.
I got. What is that?
Careful what you wish for, Sami Zayn.
So we got Sami Zayn versus Drew tonight.
In his
Okay.
entire career, well, he gets another chance in tonight's main event. Good luck, Sami.
Yeah, can't wait for that one. And then 2 weeks from tonight, it is Monday Night Raw's debut on Netflix. And a few days ago at WWE headquarters, we kicked things off with a press conference that took things much further than expected.
You are looking live at global headquarters for WWE in Stamford, Connecticut for the Monday Night Raw on Netflix kickoff show.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper.
I want to know, is the whole world ready? The newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster, Logan Paul.
You are looking at the future world champion.
It will be my duty to slap that stupid smirk out of his face. We're looking at two of the centerpieces of the Netflix era. Liv Morgan, you will defend that Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley.
Best believe
Only
I'm gonna
70?
beat you
Hey,
January
ain't bad.
6th on Netflix.
Yep, I seen TNA done something.
January 6th,
They're
it
doing
is
like a
tribal combat. The
contract
battle to
with
determine
Canada.
Who is the true tribal chief? WWE headquarters, acknowledge me.
Ladies and gentlemen, there can only be one tribal chief. That tribal chief is the OTC, Roman Reigns.
The main event of Monday Night Raw, when it premieres on Netflix, is one of the most anticipated matches in the history of our business. It will be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
The locker room's only so big. It can only fit so many egos. Sometimes there's only room for one of us.
Welcome to the house that I built when you abandoned ship. I don't need a mic. I don't need a microphone. I don't need a microphone. I see you on the 6th, beginning of the end.
This match,
A raucous conclusion to
there
the
has
Raw
a
Netflix
lot
kickoff
going
event.
on with this
And
match.
later tonight, we have an exclusive interview with Seth freaking Rollins conducted by our own Jackie
balcony
Redmond. That happened
surrounds
this past
the venue.
This next match is set for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied by Ivy Nile and the Creed Brothers.
He's got Kurt Angle's theme song.
American made from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds.
At the start of that, it sounded like Kurt Angle's. I'm gonna have to listen back to that.
Chad Gable highly embarrassed by his former creation, the Alpha Academy, and is now out to kill that creation.
I swear,
With Akira
it
Tozawa.
sounded.
And this match on Monday Night Raw is presented by the Focus Features film Nosferatu, only in theaters
It
this
does.
Wednesday.
It's got like a touch of it at the start. It's a mod of Kurt's music, yeah. That's wild. 12. What's up, friend?
Top notch, extraordinary.
USA is the new home of Friday Night SmackDown.
Big moves, making big moves.
It all goes down on Friday Night SmackDown on USA.
I really don't know why we have circled back to Chad Gable versus Alpha Academy. I feel like there's so much we could do with American Made. But I guess going to Monday night or going to SmackDown would probably help that. Because I think that's where they're heading. Cheapest floor seats were around $350. $350 for floor tickets ain't bad either. Long Beach, are you gonna be going to AEW All In Texas? Probably because one of them is off to SmackDown. I would really like to see Otis get another good push like he did when Mandy was still there. I think the whole situation with the briefcase really messed him up. Australia in LA. I didn't know if you travel out to see those events. Chad Gable was gonna go doing a good job with American Made. I mean, yeah, they're doing good on the heel side. But there's just not a lot of opportunity at that's what's really getting me. Not often. Okay. Bro, how was your Monday? No, I've seen a report. I have not seen it yet. I do want to. I've heard it's good. I've seen a report that AEW has currently sold like half of their tickets at capacity, what they're offering. I'm hoping they open more up.
This Happy Holidays edition of Monday Night Raw, as Monday Night Raw is presented by the Focus Features film Nosferatu, only in theaters this Wednesday. Chad Gable is American Made, Wade.
This audience has been incredibly rude to poor Chad Gable and his cohorts in the group, yelling insults towards the man ahead of a big matchup here. Not the best way to get in game mode.
Big matchup, my God.
His opponent, being accompanied by Otis and Maxine Dupree, representing Alpha Academy. From Kobe, Japan, weighing in at 156 pounds, Akira Tozawa!
Tozawa with the two other beloved members of Alpha Academy, who this year finally stood up to Chad Gable.
You say stood up to
yeah,
Chad
I've heard
Gable.
it's really
I say made a major
great
mistake. Sometimes life presents you a fork in the road. You go left or you go right, and failing to subscribe to the new philosophy of Chad Gable was a colossal error for the entirety of what remains of the Alpha Academy.
And this match on Monday Night Raw is presented by the Focus Features film Nosferatu, only in theaters this Wednesday. Tozawa.
Jobs there by Chad Gable. Here we go, wide open.
Even the haters have to admit, if you don't like Chad Gable, cool, fine, I get it. But they have to admit this is the most dangerous and effective
Kobe
that Chad Gable has ever
been.
Sitting there pointing at Otis. Some unfinished business, it always seems like, between those two.
A good kick to the midsection.
Issues
There
between
you go.
these two groups, and
With a
Tozawa,
spinning
the
head
former
kick. Nice.
prized
Come on,
pupil of Chad
Tozawa.
Gable, is perhaps teaching the master a trick or two of his own. Suckered into that armbar as Otis can do nothing but look on.
Oh, look at this.
You never learn, that's your problem.
Oh my God.
And Otis trying to get after him after that
One,
quick roll.
two,
Tozawa looking for the win, but the kick
Tozawa
out
about
by
got
Gable.
it.
Chad Gable got badly distracted
God.
there by the massive Otis, and we're about to feel the power of Tozawa, who's going up top. You know what this means?
The Packers game? I'm not sure.
Into the sky.
Ooh.
The knees to the
God.
Chad Gable showing all his nous and experience. He ain't a 4.0 GPA for nothing, you know.
Huge German
Volley
suplex.
of German suplex
There's
on
another
the
one.
Japanese superstar, who is now looking like a ragdoll in that ring.
Look at this. German suplex after
Number
German
4,
suplex,
Chad.
and you can see the effect it has had on Tozawa.
And you can see the
Power
stain
bomb.
in the eyes of Master
Ankle
Chad
lock.
Gable,
My God,
who
that's
is
it.
locked on the ankle
Because that
lock
was probably done.
that injured Cody Rhodes so badly several weeks ago. And there's the tap out.
That is it. Yeah, we saw back on December 6th what Chad Gable was able to do against Cody Rhodes. He's not giving up the ankle lock.
He's teaching the former student a valuable
God.
lesson, cranked up to an even higher level. Of course, now Otis finally in there to break it up.
All the tension all year long between these
God.
two, and finally, Otis gets after him. Now the Creed brothers quick to the defense. It's American made. There to protect Chad Gable.
There's no one to help Otis.
What on earth is this?
Stirring something within Otis. That deep anger after months and months of being bullied by Gable.
Well, the world has wanted to see that clash for a hell of a long time, but not tonight. Otis looking for easy pickings against a pre-exhausted Chad Gable.
He's hiding behind the Creed brothers.
He's already competed tonight.
He's hiding behind the Creed brothers as Otis.
Yeah, I've seen there's been a ton of decreased pricing on them here recently. Even here in Long Beach.
You can tell us what you did. Not one person can. There's no...
Hey, finally somebody who understands what we're going through, man.
You gotta understand all this.
I mean, I didn't like Big E, but that was just crazy.
Look at the broke-ass Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck wishes.
It's Dirty Dom and Damian Priest next on Raw.
It's wild that Dom gets cheered and the New Day gets booed. What a wild 2025 we're going to have. What a wild 2020. So next, as you did here, it is Dirty Dom versus Damian Priest. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna have Dirty Dom upset Priest again. It could happen. I don't see it happening tonight. Yet again, the Judgment Day could come out there and cost Damian the match. Who knows? I'm calling it for Priest. More than likely. I wish Johnny Havoc never got in trouble. He was awesome when he AEW first started. What did he do to get in trouble? To be honest, listen. You're not the only one that wants Dominic Mysterio to set the internet on fire and win the title. Brandy Rose, the original Elizabeth from LJN. Y'all see where Dom said that he was doing a reverse Undertaker streak at WrestleMania? It is currently 14-0. The Packers at home.
Gamer is headed to Rogers Center, home of the Toronto Blue Jays, on Saturday, March 1st, 2025. Tickets on sale now for that big stadium event via Ticketmaster. It is the one and only
Dom's still getting
Dirty Dom Mysterio in a rematch of his last singles win.
We need a Thunder Rosa with signs. Oh yeah, for when she had the signs at Mariah May's match.
The Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
WWE New Year's Evil is coming to the Shrine Expo Hall in LA on Tuesday, January 7th. Tickets are on sale now for that event in Los Angeles via AXS.com. What I referenced, Wade, happened on October 28th when Dom Mysterio defeated Damian Priest. He rolled him up.
Yep, he did beat him.
Win after major interference by...
Yeah, no one cares about the last part, Joe. Major interference, blah, 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 blah. It was a huge victory in the career of Dom Mysterio, who proved he can beat a former world champion. He's going to do the same here.
Because of major interference from Carlito, Liv Morgan, and Judgment Day, and then Priest beat him up afterwards.
Nobody reads the small print, Joe. That's where you keep going wrong.
Oh, it'll be sold out.
And his opponent from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
They got Christmas trees, presents everywhere.
Very intimidating, highly skilled former world champion who's fairly enraged himself at the moment and looking to take that rage out on somebody, and perhaps the man who has been classified as the most punchable human being on planet Earth, poor dirty Dom Mysterio.
Are you going to World's End? No, yes, I am doing a live stream of World's End this
9
week.
days ago at Saturday night's main event on Long Island, with giving Gunther everything he could handle. And that triple threat with Finn Balor. And in the end, Gunther, the power slam of Priest onto the steel steps was perhaps just too much. But everything Priest gave, everything
that power slam on them
Priest took,
steps.
that was an epic
Horrible.
triple threat match.
Yeah, a real titanic collision. And Dom Mysterio now has to face this man. Dom insists there is no cause for panic. He has a plan. And we're going to see exactly how good this plan is in short order, because it does not seem to have phased Damian Priest, in any way whatsoever.
Don't think we got a plan here.
So the rematch after what happened, and Dirty Dom just bailing right away. Come on, let's go out here on the floor.
Yeah, you're the street king. Come and fight me on the streets.
I don't think he wants any part of that kind of a fight against Damian Priest.
It looks like Damian Priest is a little scared to step out on the streets.
You think Damian Priest
So I'm going to give you a free shot. You come in the ring. Here we go.
You know what? Dom will fight you in the ring, out of the ring, anywhere you want, pal.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to put a hand behind my back. You go ahead, take a swing as he blocks that right hand effort.
Ring the bell, right hand.
What happened to the plan, Dom? You had a master plan.
He still got a plan, by God.
Worst plan ever.
Big slam down, total control early on by Priest. And now you see the power.
Damian Priest just
Got him like a damn torture, right?
As the backbone of poor Dom Mysterio slowly breaks.
Priest is having fun with this after what happened back on October 28th.
Go this clothesline.
I mean, these two are 1-1 in singles matches this year, as you mentioned.
There you go, good reverse.
Mysterio victory. This
Kick
essentially
to the head by Dom.
And now Dirty Dom with some unique offense that has stumbled the big man. Perhaps now the plan is kicking in, or perhaps
Nope,
not.
no plan working yet.
Not with that look.
I mean, when you get Damian Priest down, you got to keep him down. Damian Priest now getting rocked on the outside.
Suicide dive.
Oh, God, he caught him.
Blocked by Damian Priest.
And then onto our announce desk as Dirty Dom is laid out, draped over the announce desk.
Dirty Dom looks done. Stick
Get him down south of heaven, boy.
And into the ring post, head first, by the way.
He's getting bounced around with ease by the Punisher.
Tossed back into the ring.
Damian Priest suddenly looking like he's not having some. Maybe he's still having fun.
Who is the Santa Claus?
What is he doing here?
Who beats up Santa?
Good old JD McDonough, by God, dressed up as Santa
Have
Claus.
some festive cheer.
Festive cheer. Oh, whoa.
God.
He knows the playbook, Wade.
I don't know if I tore a hamstring or I've just got cramp, but something hurts.
And now it's
Carlito,
who he knew would be hiding somewhere. So JD, Santa goes flying. No, but here comes Finn.
Oh, that's Finn. Okay.
Finn Balor.
Barrett said, I don't know if I tore a hamstring, but something hurts.
Finn is slammed into the announce desk.
Hopefully he's just kidding.
Well, it became pretty obvious what the plan of Dom Mysterio was, but I think he got
It
disqualified.
sure as hell didn't work.
Bell rang.
Clearly didn't work.
And now
Now it's going to work.
and Damian, and now they're all in the ring.
Oh, the War Raiders are going to come and help Damian.
But beating the hell out of Damian Priest was perhaps an even bigger prize.
Oh, the numbers game here is just typical Judgment Day. JD in a Santa outfit. Carlito was hiding under the
Oh my
ring.
God, that's pretty
Everybody was there
hilarious.
to try to help Dirty Dom. And now they've got him pinned. They're holding him up for Finn Balor, but help is on the way.
Makes
So new
sense.
World Tag Team Champs, the War Raiders, who beat the Judgment Day for the gold last week. Now they're beating the hell out of them in the process.
Eric and Ivar
odd team
out
up.
to save Priest. And don't look
Ooh.
now, Finn.
Finn Balor, a man who
we
has
need
had a
them
Damian
south of heaven
Priest-sized
right here.
bullseye on his chest for months now. That bullseye is getting kicked and stomped as poor Carlito is
God.
getting dropped by the new World Tag Champs.
The World Tag Team Champions
And what a
who
clothesline.
defeated Finn and JD.
And Santa just got dropped. I've got bad news, kids. No gifts this year.
Ooh, what a clothesline.
Brings down Dirty Dom.
War
Eric and
Machine,
Ivar
by
just
God.
cleaning up.
South of heaven.
Happy holidays,
God.
Finn.
Jeez.
Could not
He
be
just
going
picked Finn
any
up to the
worse
damn
for the
ceiling.
Judgment Day right now.
Yo,
He knew
Mark.
everything that
I hope you have a
Judgment Day
fantastic
could be
holiday as well and a new year.
And in the end, the War Raiders coming to his defense.
One of the
That's a
Raiders
pretty good backer. What an imposing trio, those three.
is wrestling hurt.
Well, this past weekend, Jackie Redmond had the chance to sit down with Seth freaking Rollins for a very honest and frank discussion about 1C and...
Oh, Ivar, he actually is hurt.
Seth, thank you for sitting down with me. I appreciate the time.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You know, I talked to CM Punk. I heard what he had to say. I heard what he believes are the reasons that you carry so much hatred for him. And we've heard from you as well. But I'm just curious what the root issue is for you. Like, what is the driving force of this disdain that you very clearly feel for CM Punk?
The thing is, it's like I've tried to sort of explain how I felt about CM Punk many times over the years, and it's sort of, I don't want to say like I'm talking into the wind, but like he needed this place and it didn't need him. And so that hypocrisy, that level of hypocrisy is what really just, it just eats at me. It really just eats at me. It's hard for me to just let that go.
And you talk about getting rid of it by cutting it out, by fighting through it, and how this fight has to happen for you as a personal catharsis. What does cutting him out look like? What can we expect from, I don't even want to call it a match because it doesn't feel like the right word.
No, it's a fight. It's going to be a fight. There's no question about it. It's going to be a fight. I mean, this is the biggest fight in our sport right now. This is the biggest fight in our industry, and I need it now. After Survivor Series this year, and I saw him hand in hand with Roman Reigns, Roman's finger in the air, and Punk doing his stupid little go-to-sleep thing. Like, I just wanted to throw the remote through the TV. Like, I was so viscerally, internally destroyed. I was like, that's it. I can't wait. I don't want to wait anymore. I want the world to see it. I want them to see it. This is perfect. This Netflix, the debut, the world will be watching this match. And to answer your question, I don't know what it's going to look like. You're going to see a side of me
It's going to be a mess.
No one's ever seen. Like, it's going to be, no pun intended, it's going to be raw. It's going to be visceral. It's going to be violent. I've got to extract this demon from my soul. Like, I've got to get it out of me. I've got to cut this cancer out of my brain, or I'm going down, and I can't handle it.
Well, it sounds like the only way you can actually process this betrayal, which clearly means something to you, is to go through a fight. And you're going to get that fight January 6th.
It's going to be a hell of a fight.
On the Netflix
premiere
premiere of Monday Night Raw. Seth, I appreciate your time. And maybe more importantly, your honesty. So thank you.
Finally. I can't wait.
Oh, that pure vitriol, that hatred that Seth shows there with Jackie Redmond, that interview where he discusses CM Punk. It's so evident before their match comes your way January 6th on Raw's debut on Netflix.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, residing in
Boy, it's time for here's an old Dexter Loomis.
Been a strange run for the Miz, being
Or Mercy the Buzzard, however you want to look at it.
the guy. Then he turned the tables with final testing. Now singles action against Dexter Loomis for the Miz when we return.
Gonna be an interesting match. Honestly, I really don't know what they're building here with the Wyatts anymore. The simple fact that they lost to the Final Testament, I understand that's building that feud more and more. But where are they going from here? The size of the Intuit Dome and the way the seats crouch. Oh, it should be huge. Let's see. Calling it Loomis at Stevie. Yes. Michael. Is Charlotte and Becky return? No, that'll probably happen. I want to say that happens closer to probably the Netflix debut. Listen, Michael, looking at Christmas lights is fantastic. We done that actually yesterday. In the chat, we do have the link for the Kraken Tribal membership. And once you join the Kraken Tribal membership, you get access to exclusive badges and emotes that you can use in chat and on videos. You also get access to videos earlier. You also will be getting exclusive videos. You also will be added to our monthly giveaway. This month's giveaway does end, of course, at the end of the month. It is a AEW and WWE giveaway. Then you also will have the opportunity to be on the Wrestling with the Kraken podcast as a guest, where we just talk about WWE, AEW, all types of wrestling, all types of sports. If you're interested in that, the link is at the top of the chat. It's also down at the bottom. I think they return after Rhea Ripley wins the title. I don't know how fast they'll actually win if she'll win the title right away. I think they're really going to hit us with a curveball. I'm going to be honest. I don't see them giving Rhea the title back as fast. Mr. Nobody, I started watching wrestling when I was like 4 or 5 with my dad. I remember watching The Rock and Hogan at No Way Out. I remember watching Matt, Jeff, Edge, and Christian and the Dudleys in a ladder match. And I've always just been a fan ever since then, just seeing that stuff. I was a huge fan of Rey Mysterio when I was young, watching him dedicate 2006 WrestleMania to Eddie. Might have been 2005. Maybe not. Yeah, but yeah, that's what really got me into it. So Matt Tassick, when I'm not here or if I got stuff going on outside of this. Oh shit! I opened the door. He will take over for. We go. It's just him. His looks terrified, boy. Here we go.
Honoring the legacy of Mercy, the buzzer. It's been a long time since we've seen him in a spot like this. His first singles match on Raw since February of 2023.
And The Miz understandably wanted no part of this. Karrion Kross making it clear, no, you owe us in the final testament some favors. We namely Paul Ellering, have put our bodies on the line for
Done
you.
it.
Now it's payback. Miz is between a
Dexter
rock and a
has to
hard
win
place.
this.
Get beat up by the Final Testament or get in the ring with this lunatic.
3 times in their careers, these two have shared the ring. And what happened in the 8-man tag team match with 2 singles matches
They also were like,
years ago.
Miz has been kidnapped on 2 separate
yeah, I was gonna say, he's been
occasions
kidnapped.
by Dexter Lumis. Once upon a time, he paid Lumis in a publicity stunt to
Austin
stalk
versus
him
Brett,
and to
Survivor
pretend
Series
to attack him, a
96.
bit like
That was a good
Juicy
match to get started
Smoulier.
on as well.
It backfired because Miz didn't pay the bill. And then Dexter Lumis stalked him for real.
Bonnie Raw is looking fantastic.
And that perhaps is exactly why Miz wanted no part of this guy.
Cannonball.
For his weirdness, he is highly effective in that ring, an incredibly unnerving superstar.
I like this version of Dexter better than what it was originally.
Ladder match. They competed in anything goes.
Bonnie, I
match.
also hope
You
you have
saw
a
all the
Merry
antics we had
Christmas as well.
Most recently in that 8-man tag team match on December 9th, when now The Miz begging for mercy from the guy who honors that name. What an uppercut that was, Wade.
Knocked something loose. I don't know if it was a tooth or some phlegm, but something came flying out of the mouth. And finally, The Miz looks to have got himself a little opportunity.
Let's press. There we go.
Dexter
Right
Lumis,
hands.
And a ground and pound.
Lumis really is the silent assassin of the Wyatt Six. Takes a perverse pleasure in tormenting.
See, my thing is with Dexter, Raw didn't really get to see Dexter as Dexter like we did on NXT. Big
Slamming him down. First singles match he's had overall since this past spring.
Lumis is completely deranged. And The Miz perhaps flatlining in the middle of the ring.
Going up top is low and
There's the rest of AOP.
AOP.
Oh, he goes to the outside to wipe him out on the floor.
What a Final Testament who've had so many issues with the Wyatt Six in recent months.
And there's Carrion.
So now Karrion Kross is out there, and this match is over as Final Testament has arrived to take
This makes
advantage
sense.
of Dexter Lumis.
It seemed like it was about to be over anyway, with Dexter Lumis going into for the kill on a downed Miz. But now perhaps a punishment.
Oh, well.
They've got him surrounded.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Here they come.
Calling upon other forces.
Oh, God. I hate it when they do this.
They are, my God.
Thank God Nikki Cross is not under our table this week.
Miz got out of dodge.
Nikki
It's a good spinning kick.
to save the day for Dexter Lumis.
The Final Testament need to start
Oh
scrambling.
my God, is
and
Eric
getting the
gonna
hell
throw
out of
Nikki?
quick. Nothing good can come from this.
Yeah.
Powerbombing Nikki into the Final Testament and the Miz out on the floor.
Where's Howdy at?
And weird misfits of Uncle Howdy just did their job to perfection, and Karrion Kross's crew have been laid out.
I ain't gonna lie, that was
once again.
nice.
Yes. Yeah, that was fun. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Hey, yeah.
Easy, take it
All
easy.
right.
That was good. That was fun. And I appreciate it.
That was fun. Hey, man. We've known each other a long time. Yeah. And we haven't always seen eye to eye, but
Oh, sure haven't.
there's always been honor amongst us.
Always been honor. We may not have been friends, but you had our back in a big way last week. We don't forget that. We owed you one this week.
Well, I appreciate that, and I respect that. Look, you guys are at war with the Judgment Day. I'll go to war with you. Congrats on the titles.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I like the sound of that.
I like the sound of that.
Yes.
I like the sound.
I ain't gonna lie, that ain't gonna be a bad tag team. Elizabeth, I really do hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a fantastic Merry Christmas and weekend. Because I know some people have a lot going on during Christmas. I ain't gonna lie, War Raiders and Damian Priest make a lot of trouble. What is left for tonight? I have the cards. Let's see. We've heard from Seth. We've had the Loomis and Miz match. Are they gonna squish those shorty? I don't know. I'm really hoping that we get the end of Damien versus Finn and this whole Judgment Day situation. In January at the premiere of Netflix. There's not another. I don't know what else they could do tonight, honestly. Oh, we got Drew versus Sammy. That's right. That is right. That's our main event. I'm going to honestly think Drew probably wins this one again. Drew has had Sammy's number, what, 4 or 5 times now? Looks like the Packers are still, 21-0 going into the third quarter. I expect a lot to happen in the main event. Yeah. We're building up more bloodline stuff. We're building up more Drew versus the old bloodline. Like, there's a ton fixing that. I mean, Jimmy may show up at this point. I don't know. Jimmy does have a broken toe, so I don't know how much they got him doing. Uh-oh. Oh, is this more signs for Penta? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's who that is. I'll show y'all that
the
one.
10-year anniversary of the New
in just
Day
a second.
has created a dynamic we never thought we would ever see, Wade. Kofi and Xavier rejecting Big E's return and offer to be by their side.
It was a disaster. It was supposed to be a celebration. It felt more like a funeral, the end of the career, in the New Day at least, for Big E.
Yeah, and the WWE Universe has let them know exactly how they feel about it.
You mean to tell me, after the 10 years of positivity that Woods and I have given you, you mean to tell me you're this mad over one day?
Hey, they're pissed, man. They're pissed.
We didn't even do anything to eat.
And Wade, to me, the worst part is to see Xavier and Kofi and their complete indignation. They've been active on social media and other settings, acting as if the fans are crazy for reacting this way.
A lot of people,
No, Joe.
What?
No, Wade. You two do not get to speak that way about us. We heard what you said.
What is going on around here? What happened to unbiased journalism, huh?
This is unbiased.
Joe, how long have you been with the company, man?
Not long. Not long.
Obviously, not long enough to know that your job is not to have an opinion. Your job is to come out here and tell the truth, like we did last week.
That's I don't.
Apparently, in 2024, the truth isn't what people want, huh? Especially you guys. And you're looking at him waiting. No, I see you empathizing with E.
That's
as well.
right.
But that's great.
Here we go.
You and E have something very important in common. It's that neither of you are man enough to lace up your boots again and get in that ring.
I'm retired.
And speaking
Wait,
of
said
getting
I'm
back in
retired.
that ring, allow us to get back in that ring right now and continue to tell you what we were trying to tell you.
Getting
last week.
absolutely
We could
booed out the building.
beat him up real bad. We could have laid him out right here where he stood in this ring. We could have had him stretch it out of the building again.
That's true.
But we didn't. So why are you so upset?
Tonight was supposed to be a homecoming for me. More importantly, it was supposed to be a homecoming for the woman who I bought a plane ticket for to come all the way here to Boston from Ghana. And that woman is my mom, and she's sitting in the front row.
Well, there's Elizabeth.
Miss Kingston.
She sat in a middle seat for 20 hours to come here to see me, and you are ruining her experience.
Got her a middle seat?
I can't believe that.
This is my mother. This is the woman who taught me how to be the man that I am today. She doesn't deserve to see her son get booed out of his own hometown.
He's gonna get booed all the way out of town.
10 of the best years of your lives.
Mom, I'm sorry for these people. You don't deserve this, Mom. I don't understand why they're doing this.
I hope his mom turns on him. That'd be wild.
You didn't come all this way for this. Give me a hug, Mom.
What if mom turns on him? Yeah. Tell him how it is, Mama Kingston.
Even Kofi's mom waved.
Maternal pride is over.
Oh, Kofi's mom gives him the cold shoulder. Won't even hug him based on what they did to Big E.
Oh, she's leaving. I'm done. I'm done.
Can you believe that? Kofi, I mean, back here in his hometown.
It's good, by God.
Boston, his mom sitting ringside after what they did to Big E, and she walks away.
The New Day have no friends left at this point.
Can you believe that? Everybody wholly rejecting
Mama Kingston
the New Day
even
based
said
on the
no.
way they treated
Not
Big E.
happening.
Miss Kingston would rather go and sit in a middle seat back to Ghana for 20 hours than hug her own beautiful baby boy, Kofi. That's how disgusted she is.
All right, let's tell you what's
We
coming
had
up
Mama
on
Rhodes
next
in
week's Monday Night
2024, and by
Raw,
God, we
because
got
it's a
Mama
jam-packed show,
Kingston.
Wade.
Yes, the new tag champs, the War Raiders,
Okay.
gave a massive assist to Damian Priest earlier
Good
tonight.
match, good
Well,
match.
They team up next week on Raw, 6-man tag against the Judgment Day.
And we're getting closer to crowning the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. The tournament goes to the semifinals. Dakota and Zoe, Io Sky, and Lyra Valkyria. That's next week, the semis.
Nope.
And Master
That's gonna be good matches.
Gable
Good
is
matches.
out to destroy his former creation, the Alpha Academy. He goes head to head
Oh, yeah,
with the
Otis.
massive Otis. next week here on Raw.
Finally, we get that. And you know what's coming your way when Raw debuts on Netflix. CM Punk and Seth Rollins under the same roof for the final time before they're in the ring for their match on the much anticipated January 6th Raw on Netflix debut.
Good Monday Night Raw for next week. I ain't gonna lie.
It is time for our main event. This holiday
Yeah, I do remember when they had Mama Shelton turn heel. Yeah.
Comes with a rematch from 9 nights ago, the return of Saturday night's main event on Long Island. Drew McIntyre preparing again to go one-on-one with Sami Zayn. He warned Sami earlier. Sami didn't take his advice.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew
McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre, whose radical honesty when he has held the mic in
so
our ring, as well as his
I wanna share
appearance on
this.
Busted Open recently that had the internet blowing up. The guy who's been tearing apart everything and anything that has bothered him. His rematch with a seemingly fearless Sami Zayn is set to come our way.
Yeah, if you were a smart man, you'd keep out of the path of this Scottish Terminator, but Sami Zayn sometimes does not employ the smarts that he was born with.
They met at Saturday night's main
Hey, here it
event.
goes, Scottish.
And now 9
Terminator.
days later, after all the heat between them, it's Sami and Drew again.
Okay, so hold on. I'm getting this pulled up here. Elizabeth with the first number two super chat of the night. Thank y'all. Okay, so let me fix this because it's not working right. For regular, I'm always having some type of technical. Good night. All right. So this is what was showed on WWE about 10 minutes ago. I want y'all to hear it with me. Let me know what y'all think. See that right there. Hold on. That's 0 right here. That right there. That's what I'm thinking they're hinting towards with Penta. Of course, it gives us the next. But that's what I'm saying. I think it's Penta. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Hey, I've been wrong before. It's all right. But what do y'all think? I can see Punk versus Rollins kicking off on Netflix. Penta El Zillo. That is a symbol, but they could swerve us and be someone from NXT. See, that's what I'm saying. Like there's I really hope though. I really do hope it's um Penta, and I'm hoping he shows up on Netflix because they always advertise it, and then they show us a Netflix thing right afterwards. Telling you what, he's gonna show up on Netflix at the end of the show, take out somebody, or just show up in the middle of the fucking ring. Hit us with his old gym, just stand there, hard camera, and fucking just shock the world. They have. They have. So
Is presented by Cricket. Join Cricket Nation and get reliable nationwide 5G. Smile. You're on Cricket.
oh, Rey Mysterio, my God.
Pile someone too?
No, it's not like that. You know, I thought about what you said last week, Kofi. You know, about being a locker room leader. And, I definitely could have handled things differently. So I want to apologize to you.
Okay.
You know, I just feel like I have the responsibility to help everyone as much as I can. So look, what you did to Big E was out of pocket, just foul, right? And if you want to start fixing things, I think you can start by apologizing.
Oh, hold on.
good God.
Apologizing? What? Us apologize to you? Or to the locker room? No, we're not apologizing to anybody because we didn't do anything wrong, man.
This is ridiculous, man. Come on, Ray. You're just as bad as E right now. You're just as bad as everybody else, hard-headed. So you know what? Why don't I pop that mask off so you can hear a little bit better? We didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. All good. All right. No pasa nada. Just don't say I didn't try. From this point on, you two are on your own. Oh, and by the way, get used to hearing this. New Day sucks. New Day sucks.
Joe and Wade with
Penta will show up and help Ray. Because New Day will attack him on the debut of Netflix.
Only in theaters
I don't want him to get with LWO, but I could see him just helping Ray if the New Day attack him.
On Raw, he had a win against Zayn, and then the signature victory on Saturday night's main event.
Woo, woo, woo. Let's go.
And his opponent.
All right, Sammy.
From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Wade, what a gauntlet for Sami Zayn. The run that he's been on. You go back to Survivor Series, all the damage that happened in the War Games.
I'm with Drew and KO.
The original Bloodline CM Punk was able to defeat the new Bloodline. And then December 14th on Saturday night's main event against this man, Drew McIntyre, who made it.
Listen, I'm Team KO all the way. Okay.
I like Sami Zayn a lot. I think he's a hell of a talented competitor. He has that infectious, youthful zest for life.
Yeah, I know it would be Michael. Trust me, I agree. I don't want it to happen.
Tried it Saturday night main event, didn't work.
I did see that Long Beach. Yep.
Drew McIntyre, because you attacked him last week.
It's just who Sammy
Big
is. though,
right
isn't
hands
it?
from
Just
Drew.
unrelenting, that
God,
never
what a
give up
chop. Here we
attitude.
go.
And that's fantastic, but some fights you cannot win, and history has taught us that this is a fight
God.
he cannot win against the
This is your
massive,
main
at
event,
times
yes.
unhinged Drew McIntyre.
All right, so if you were in
Yeah,
the year
Ray's
of Sami
family
Zayn,
has
you know
had
what just
a
happened
rough
9 days ago. You
past
saw
couple
exactly how
weeks.
things went there. How
Well,
would you
thoughts and
advise
prayers
him
to their
to
family as
strategy
well.
to take on this challenge?
I wouldn't bother. I've seen countless
Woo.
people try to give Sami Zayn advice over the years. He never listens. He goes with his gut
Damn.
instinct, and that
I've never
is
seen the
what
ref have
gets
to
him into
pull
messes
Sammy
like
away.
this.
Dom turns face and helps Ray. Is that what you're saying?
Was in the rear view mirror. His aim was to deal with all those
Sammy Uso.
facilitating the likes of Roman Reigns and CM Punk at the moment.
Woo.
Nice boot to the chest there from McIntyre. But Sami Zayn attacked
Next
McIntyre
Monday,
last week, and McIntyre was
next
going
Monday
about
Night
his
Raw
own
will be
business,
from
apparently, Seth
Houston,
Rollins, which we'll have to
Texas.
wait for now at least.
Drew is very clear in detailing what is
Probably be from
fueling
the
all
same
this anger.
arena that they had the Final Four in
Suplex,
about 8 years
slams
ago.
down.
Because that was the last
Anybody
time I was there.
associated with aiding, helping, aligning with CM Punk, or specifically Roman Reigns.
Penta versus Gunther or Braun could work.
and Jey
It could.
And Sammy.
And it's understandable.
It could.
He feels self-righteous that he stood up to the tyranny of the original bloodline. Sees the likes of Sami Zayn as being weak
I would like to
and
see
naive
Penta
in
versus
helping
Breaker
Roman on his
to start
quest
with.
to get back to the top of
Have
this
him win the
industry.
IC.
Punk also joined forces, and of course, that is
Woo!
undoubtedly the rivalry of 2024 in the entire industry that was capped in early October in Hell in a Cell. And then the time off that Drew McIntyre had, and he's very honest in detailing what he went through in his personal life returning to Scotland.
Yeah, I got a lot of sympathy for McIntyre. I know what it's like having a 3,000
Oh.
mile ocean
Damn.
between you and your family and dedicating yourself to a career like this. Drew has missed out on a hell of a lot.
I didn't know it either.
Computed to Sami Zayn earlier.
Sammy
Oh, there's
ready
that
for
springboard,
takeoff, but
sit
then
down,
reverses
moonsault.
Sami
Sammy's
Zayn,
back
Drew
hurts.
McIntyre, this holiday edition of Monday Night Raw.
His back is bothering him. AW is in Rosenberg, February 8th. Thought so. Maybe I'll take my daughter to that one. I don't even know where that's at. Oh, okay. So that's right there outside of super close. Yeah, it looked like it's about what, hour and a half, 2 hours, if that. So who's going to SmackDown from Raw? Other than the Bloodline, I really don't know. There hasn't been any speculation of anybody. I can see LA Knight transferring over. Legado del Fantasma. Apollo. Naya. I don't know them anymore. I really don't. Who do y'all want to see? All of Judgment Day, The Miz, The Watts, Dom, Rhea, Sammy. Wow. Oh, I said who's gonna go to Raw. You said SmackDown to Raw. I gave you Raw to SmackDown. Raw from SmackDown. I said that backwards. My fault. Read it backwards. All right. The Alpha, not the Alpha Academy, American Made.
Joe Tessa Jordan, Wade Barrett with you ringside. Big crowd coming out to see this main event that was made earlier tonight. Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre.
Was a huge main event. I
McIntyre,
got
Wade
love.
has a 9-0 record with one no
Holy
contest
shit,
against Sami
9-0?
Zayn in his career in singles action.
It's like Tom Brady consistently losing to Eli Manning in Super Bowl. Some people, in the big moments, you just cannot beat them.
That's pure power of McIntyre.
Oh my gosh.
Able to do damage to that lower back of Zayn.
270 pounds of snarling Scottish anger.
They got it. Yeah, they will. Yeah, SmackDown's gonna get a lot of help due to NXT.
With a mind cursed by a victimhood and now bent on vengeance.
I got faith in Triple H. I really think he knows what he's doing with this transfer portal.
Of McIntyre, with what he did to Jey Uso and Sammy, trying to get after Seth Rollins as well.
Oh God!
Straight
into the cover.
A tilt the world backbreaker.
He was getting shot off to the ropes. Well, it's just got a whole hell of a lot worse with that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Yeah, the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker after the suplex, but watch this, Wade.
Yeah, it's timing, it's power, it's precision, and most of all...
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, when I was down there in Houston for like a month and a half with my uncle, we lived like 2 hours. No, sorry. We lived
because it's not going to get better from here, Sammy.
30 to 45 minutes from Houston Airport.
Back to it here. But this time he's able to counter. What a counter by Sammy.
McIntyre went for a take two. Sami Zayn had seen that play once too many.
Sammy trying to fight through the pain. He understood the challenge of coming into this not at 100% health. But that's what pros do. That's why fighters fight. They understand. They make different decisions.
There's the thing about Sami Zayn. He's clearly the underdog tonight, but...
Ooh, crossbody
is caught.
You could say that about his entire
boy.
career, and McIntyre's got that
Follow away slam.
Sammy trying to fight free.
It does. It took forever.
Slam on our desk. Instead, we get McIntyre's cranium bounced on there like a basketball. Little Larry Bird for you. He was here, wasn't he? I'm not a basketball guy. But
Sammy looking to rally against Drew.
Oh, punch to the midsection. Bounce Sammy's head off the steps. Here we go.
On the steel steps.
And that's the difference. You saw McIntyre bounced about 16 times on our desk. The power of McIntyre bouncing the head of Zayn on those steel steps has completely taken every ounce of ability.
Sammy's back is hurting, boy.
Sami Zayn. It's about to get worse.
Oh, if we get a sidewalk slam onto this steps, this is going to be...
He does that.
Look at the look in his eye.
Sami Zayn's going to end up in a wheelchair.
The
oh, God.
And he just smashed it on the corner of the apron from off the steel
God.
steps. A menacing look on Drew McIntyre. Oh, my.
Gosh, man. Gosh. It's been a good night. Monday Night Raw has been fantastic. I'm not going to lie. A lot of good stuff's happened tonight. Of course, tomorrow we do got NXT. Of course, we do know it is. I do believe it's taped as well. And then we will be having a AEW Dynamite Christmas Day live stream. So if anyone wants to come out and hang out with us on Christmas, watch AEW, we will be here. Also, Wednesday, we will have our Christmas video coming out. So be on the lookout for that. Thursday will be our AEW World's End prediction video. That way we get that out. It will be off the matches that are made official by the end of Wednesday. Friday we'll be back for SmackDown and the final Rampage. Of course, I did figure out that there was one taped this past weekend, so we will watch that. We will also have another episode of Wrestling with the Kraken coming out. For another great sit-down interview with another fantastic wrestler. More to come on that. And then Saturday is AEW World's End. We're ending the year with a bang. Are they still doing baseball, like, transfer stuff?
It has been back and forth here in
Oh
our
boy.
main event with Drew McIntyre getting the best of
Reverse
Sami Zayn.
style Alabama slam. No, reverse.
Able to turn it around.
1, 2.
And the kick out by Drew.
Attempted a victory roll there, shocking the big
Shoulder into the damn ring post.
superstar, and now driving that shoulder. As Sami Zayn
Come on,
either
Sam.
dived out the way
Come
or
on,
just
Sammy boy.
collapsed from sheer exhaustion.
Oh, Sammy
Either way,
Uso. My God.
The unrelenting pursuit of victory.
Of course,
always
tickets are on
by
sale
Sami
for
Zayn.
Saturday night main event from San Antonio, Texas.
Sami Zayn feels like
Trades,
he's
free
tapping
agency
into
things are
something
happening.
special now.
You know, yeah, off-season business. Gotta love it.
Throughout this main event.
Oh,
Massive
God,
big
what a
right
right.
hand that meets Sami as he was climbing to the top rope.
Well, we've all
Woo, what a
Sami
chop.
Zayn many times, not least at WrestleMania this year, where he miraculously dethroned Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. It's going to take another performance of those kind of proportions to pull off a
Oh,
victory here
boy.
tonight
Are we about to
against
see
McIntyre.
a version of White Noise?
As he stands on the second rope, McIntyre.
Ooh. 1, 2.
That was 2.9, wasn't it, Wade?
Stealing this white noise straight from his old buddy Sheamus, who's throwing things at the TV right now.
Oh, Sheamus, by God. Sheamus has gotten the night off the past 2 weeks.
Is it really worth it at this point, Sammy?
For him, it's always a yes. Always a yes.
He looks like toast. He looks like
If something crazy is about to happen, it's going to happen here.
Again. Do you really want to do this, Sammy?
I think Drew McIntyre is giving him that look, shaking his head and thinking the same thing that you are, Wade.
McIntyre like a tightly coiled spring. He's always had a hair-trigger temper, but it has just got worse and worse over the past 6 months.
2 times this year he's landed. Oh, here's the roll-up.
1,
Into the
2.
package, and the kick out.
Oh, my God. What a flying Glasgow kiss. God.
Canadian Sami Zayn.
Now the eyes, those piercing eyes coming off that Glasgow kiss headbutt.
Oh, you know what's next, Joe? We're not getting a Christmas miracle this year. We're getting
Just
something
3.
very different.
Oh, not yet.
Just as he did on December 14th.
3, 2, 1. Claymore. No, clothesline.
And it's a clothesline. From Claymore to clothesline.
McIntyre got a little too confident there.
Exploder suplex.
Exploder, Sami Zayn.
This match
Setting up
just
for
did
the
a
Haluna
180
kick.
in the
one man being in position to line it up, to the other looking to land it.
The miracle is back on.
Here
Oh,
goes
Sammy can't even
back is
run.
given out, Wade. He tried to rev the engine.
Trying to get a
Oh, God. Yeah, he ran that. He revved that engine right into a damn Claymore, by God.
Everything he could.
1, 2, 3.
But in the end, it's true.
Here is your winner, Drew.
Damn, Sammy.
And once again, add to the tally. Sammy has never
Go 10-0.
in his career. McIntyre now 10-0. 3-0 in this calendar year alone.
Well,
back-to-back wins in December alone.
The spirit of Sami Zayn was completely unbreakable tonight, but it was the body of Sami Zayn that gave out in the end. Thanks to this mountain of a man, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, God.
This is the dark side we've been talking about.
Go, Drew's going to take out Sammy.
Detailed his anger since his time away,
Oh,
and anybody
God.
who was associated with Roman Reigns.
Damn.
And Sammy, he said, I suggest you don't.
Oh, boy.
And here comes Jey Uso.
The man that Drew McIntyre laid out several weeks ago, who has vowed revenge and told
Give him that
Jey
spear.
get the job done on next.
The spear from Jey.
Give him that damn Uso splash. Let's go.
Go up top.
Saving what was left of Sami Zayn, who was getting put to the sword by Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
The bloodline
there's
is
Tamatonga. There's Jacob.
And pushed Jey Uso off the top rope when he was lining up the splash. Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa in the ring as Drew McIntyre just gives them that look as they surround Jey Uso.
Well, we heard what happened on SmackDown, an uneasy
Ain't no
truce
one
between
there to
Solo
help Jey.
Sikoa and Drew McIntyre, and now the dogs of the bloodline are going to feast.
Nah, there ain't no OTC tonight.
Goes unpunished. Jey Uso came out here to save his buddy Sami Zayn and is now paying the ultimate
Oh,
price.
sweet.
Now here comes
Ooh.
Fatu, and Jey Uso
There you go,
just
Jey.
gets away.
There you go. Eat a super kick.
Tamatonga laid out. Jacob
Oh,
Fatu
right.
getting lit
Ooh,
up
right.
by the Yeetmeister.
Yee. Yee. Ooh. Gonna dance like that. Shit. Solo.
But he eats a right hand of his
Ooh,
own.
there's a super kick.
Jey brave enough to stand up, but the numbers
Spike.
3 against 1, and the spike comes in. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tamatonga. After what we saw with
There goes Sammy, by God.
and Sammy is back, Wade.
One shot to that lower back by Tamatonga. Despite Sami Zayn with the best of intentions to repay the favor to a down Jey Uso.
I don't know if Jimmy's there either.
In the tank of Sami Zayn right now.
There's the big hit from Jacob Fatu. Survivor Series War
Go,
Games.
Jacob Fatu.
Well in the
Moonsault.
rearview mirror at this point. Springboard, Jacob Fatu, moonsault.
Jacob Fatu is something else, man.
Sami Zayn, who has already been through hell tonight, taking on the massive Drew McIntyre, is now reduced to a mere carcass.
How much more can Sami Zayn take? And to think where Jey and Sammy were back at Survivor Series War Games when the original
Oh, just
Bloodline
stack them up, by
defeated
God.
this new bloodline. And now after Sammy was so brave
Don't forget the
take on
Ula
challenge
Fala.
again against Drew McIntyre, this is how the evening will end. And remember, on January 6th, when Raw debuts on Netflix, it will be Tribal Combat as Solo Sikoa takes on Roman Reigns, the winner to be the Tribal Chief.
Jeez, man. They got a lot going on with it, that's for sure. Steve, I hope you have a fantastic night. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, my friend. Hey, this Monday Night Raw was not bad. Was not bad at all. We have seen some Monday Night Raws and SmackDowns that's been taped that has been absolutely bad. I mean, I hate to say it, as I'm a wrestling fan, but I guess that's why I can say it. Wasn't good. We talked about that Friday. But here we are. Monday Night Raw. Fantastic. Absolutely great. A lot of building for what's to come for Netflix. We got great matches advertised for next week. We got Damian Priest and the War Raiders going up against the Judgment Day. Otis and Chad Gable. The semifinals for the Women's Intercontinental. I think it's Io and Lyra, and I think it's Dakota and I can't remember who Dakota's going up against. It's going to be a good show. I really think we got a lot going on heading into Netflix. And I think we got a lot of good stuff that's going to happen. That's going to set us up for a lot of good stuff. So we'll see where it goes from there. Tomorrow, everyone that is here with us is NXT. We'll have the fallout from the double pin. We'll see probably a contract signing or so for one of the matches. I'm not sure exactly what all is going on tomorrow for NXT. They haven't really released it yet, match-wise, but I will be up to date with it and let y'all know prior to tomorrow's live stream. Elizabeth, I hope you have a fantastic evening as well. So a lot of good stuff. We got a lot of good stuff this week, a lot of good stuff next week, and then when we are just 1 week away after next Monday from Netflix for Monday Night Raw. I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of good things. So with that being said, give a shout out, of course, to Michael, Elizabeth, Steve, Esme, Dro, Fearfully, Mr. Nobody, anybody else that was in the chat with us tonight. We truly do appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us because we know there's other places you could hang out. Chose to hang out with us. That does mean a lot to us. Also, give a big shout out to Elizabeth and Mark tonight for their support as well. Also, to any of the new subscribers that turned on all notifications, big shout out to y'all as well. We will be back. We will be back tomorrow, 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. NXT, of course, Wednesday. Dro, I'm glad too, honestly. We're getting to see a different side of Drew. That heel side that everyone's like, oh, he could do a lot better as a big heel. It hasn't happened yet. We're finally getting to see it, so I am glad for that. But I do want to say thank you again to everyone that hangs out with us from every Monday through every Saturday. It's a fantastic honor to be able to sit here and talk about wrestling with y'all. Of course, as always, if you see someone in public, give them a smile. It could change their day, could save their life. You never know what someone's going through. As always, until we meet again, we are over